Now we're going to do arms, and it's so interesting to me because so often people say to me, oh, well, what arm movements should we do in order to tighten and tone in here? Or maybe I really need to use some weights to tighten and tone in here. And what I can say is, yes, in total, she does have a whole arm sequence, and she has her own tempo arms, which gives you, oh my goodness, that's really intense. The difference between doing 8 repetitions of the arm movements and 10 is huge. But the cool thing with T-TAP is every movement, as you know, uses every muscle. So there are a lot of times where really I'm only doing, like I'll teach a lot of senior fit. I don't do any specific arms, but man, just working it, pressing, right, all the things that you're doing with the arms really works them anyway.
Yes.
So I just want to say this, you know, I'm in my late 50s at this point, and I have not used weights since I started T-TAP at least 17, 18 years ago, and I think you'll be able to see that I have some pretty darn good muscle movement, or muscle strength. You can see the tighten and tone in it, and there's no real arm wiggle. I mean, I don't wiggle, I'm not doing anything to do that, but that's because I really learned how to use muscle activation, and that's what we're going to show you, okay? The difference between just doing bicep curls and, as I like to say, doing bicep curls. I have a much-watched video on muscle activation where I did that, so people are like, oh, is that what you mean? That's what I mean. All right, so let's get ourselves into alignment. So first, we're going to, of course, get ourselves into the stance where we're bending our knees. Good. We're going to tuck, curl. Ribs up. I like to do this for my ribs up, so I'm going to do this right, really get them up, shift into the heels, good, knees out. I'm going to lift my toes, press ball joint, because again, it's full body. You want to get this as well, right? All right, let's bring the arms straight out from the shoulders. This is not straight out from the shoulders, by the way. So you really want to know what you're doing with this. It's here, okay? Now on these, fingers and thumbs, you're doing your donut hand, okay? Now, I want you to do this. We're going to do the inhale hunch, and press it down because I want you to watch mine and Tiffy's lats. Okay, you ready? I think we can see Tiff's. All right, so inhale, hunch. Exhale, press the shoulders down and reach those arms out. Now you can see how the muscles pop, right? That's muscle activation. I am pressing my hands like somebody's pulling me here and pulling me there. Ribs are up. Here we go. Now, bicep curls. Don't move the elbows. You're just going to keep the elbows there. You're going to bring it up to wherever you can. By the way, muscle builders, they can't go to here because they might be strong, but they don't have flexibility. I'm going to bring mine all the way to here. Keep the elbows up. Now, right there, think, ribs up. Now, tighten, tighten, tighten as you come all the way up through the wrist. Don't stop here. The wrist goes, and somebody's reaching you to the side wall. Now, notice this. You're reaching to the side wall. You're not Titanicing. Okay, check to make sure, because this feels like a stretch, and you are, but it's not the same as right to here, ribs up, okay? So let's just do 2 more, Tiff, you there?
Yep.
So you're going to tighten, think Popeye. So here's the difference, tighten. I could go here, or I could go tighten, 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 all the way on out. Just one more. Tighten, tighten, tighten. By the way, I'm sweating, so is Tiff. And this is all we're doing, right? Reach it away. Beautiful. Now, we're going to go into the next move, where you roll, roll, roll. The hand is looking to the back. See, the donuts are behind you. Now, on this is important. You want to look down, relax the head. So I'm not tucking my chin. I'm just looking down. Oh, thank you, Tiff. You want to say. My shoulders are rolled forward, okay? I'm not hunching. Don't let yourself hunch. You're rolling forward. Take a minute to get in alignment. Now, you're going to bring the hand in, not to the front, but the middle of the underarm. You're not hunching, okay? Relax the head. You're pulling the elbow forward, okay? Then you're going to take those hands straight out. Now, after you've done the setup, the donuts are like looking at the floor, kind of to the side. They're not back anymore. So you're going to pull in, elbow forward, right there. Shift into your heels. Pull the belly in. Knees out. Press your ball joint. All the way back out. One more time. Ready? Press it in. Elbows forward. All the way out. You feeling that in the bicep tip? All right, so are the delts. Okay, here we go now. You're going to roll it up. Roll it up. Let the shoulder down. Roll it up. Roll it up. Woo! Shake out the head. Reach those arms to the side even more. Okay, set yourself up for the combos. You can drop, Tiff. That's a lot. Bring it in. Elbow up. Bring it up by your ears. Now, here's what I find. I find us at this point going forward a little bit and having a little bend in the elbow. Can you see that? It's not the same as straight arm ribs up. So I'm right at my ears. I'm going to tuck even more. Shift into the heels, knees out. Then I'm going to bring it right back out, right out the elbow, at the shoulder. Reach it away, reach to the side. So it's an in. Tuck even more, ribs up. Now shoulder down, elbow up, and out. To here. All the way up. This is the last one, but think shoulder down, shoulder down, shoulder down, shoulder down, elbow. You're going to hear me in your sleep. All the way out, reach. All right, let's shake it out. It's a lot, right? Really shake it out. Let's roll down, Tiff. These are things when I do class, because this is intense. So I'll take my feet out a little bit, do a little knee bend. I'm going to just roll down, relaxing my neck and shoulders. I'm going to let my head go and my shoulders go. And I'm just going to roll down, even right there, just ragdoll, side to side. Oh! Let the head go and the neck. So, you know, even though I'm not hunching the shoulders, this is intense, and you can get really tight there. So this is a great way to just relax it, keeping your knees bent. Let's roll up one vertebrae at a time. Ragdoll, you know what I mean by that. Tucking. Remember, you don't come straight up. You think one vertebrae at a time. Roll, roll. Let the shoulder roll back. Head is the last thing to come up. Good, just bring the arms up a little bit. I like to do this here, straighten the legs. Just reach one arm up and the other arm up. Get that nice stretch, then reach it away. Some shoulder rolls. Beautiful. Now we're gonna go into the combo of this one, okay? This is interesting, actually, on this one. Let me just teach this one first for a sec, Tiff. So rolling back, okay? Bending, tucking, okay? And you're kind of like this. So you're not all the way over, and you're not arched out, and you're not really doing a big tuck. You're just kind of a little tuck rolling forward the shoulders, okay? So you're going to bring the elbows in like we did before. Elbow forward. Now you're going to have those arms straight down, okay? You could put the shoulders up, see how that feels. I'm going to let them go down here, and I'm looking down. As I go down like that, I'm going to shift my weight into my heels a little bit, letting it go down. Shift into the heels, feel that. It's a really nice stretch across your shoulder blades. Then I can pull the shoulders back up. I'm going to pull it to here again, elbow forward and straight out. So there's a couple of ways you can kind of play with. So in other words, it's in again. Remember, it's not forward at the pec, it's underarm. You're thinking elbow forward, not hunch. You see the difference? My shoulders are down, but my elbows are forward. Shift into the heels there. Now right there, I'm going to pull my shoulder back. Bring it to here and straight out. And then you'll come to here and we'll clap. Right, nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to have you guys do this with us too, but not quite yet. You might have done it with me as we're doing that. Just some ways to work that. This one's tough, okay? If you find yourself getting really tight in the neck and shoulders, you have to really slow it down. See what you're doing with it. I get tight in my neck and shoulders too, if the truth be told. I have a kind of some issues going on with my neck, but I find that if I really slow it down and I make sure that I'm not hunched, the shoulders are down, right? But rolled forward right there. That's kind of what it looks like. So play with that one a little bit. All right, next move we're going to do we can do this. You're going to kind of do a stretch, but we'll wait until we do that together. Let's go ahead and do hitchhikers. That's what this is called. Really not a whole lot of form tip on this, except that. It's always except that, right? So bend the knees, tuck her under, ribs up, shift, out at the hip, right there. Think about this, you guys. Lift toes, press your ball joint. You can see what's happening. Good, really stabilize. Shoulders down, stretch your thumbs. Now you're going to do this. Turn it under, turn it the other way. So you're not doing this, okay? You're pressing the shoulders down, but it's like you're wringing out a towel. See how far back you can get. See how far forward. See how far back. Now, Teresa, then on one, we'll turn the head one way. And right there, really press the shoulders down that reach those hands out as you twist. Those are just some different things. Look straight ahead. Look the other way. Now, when you're looking to the side, here's something I notice. A lot of people do that, and then they'll tilt their head back. Really keep that head like tall to the ceiling. Don't let your head go back. And then stroke. And then she does this one, where on this, you can, or you're not a big arch, but you're kind of arched out just a little bit. Take it down to here. Good. Shift into the heels, knees out. And then you're going to bring it up. So again, underarm, elbows up, Ribs up right there. Arms straight out, thumbs to the floor. And ribs up. Elbow forward. Straight down. Ribs up. And down. One more. Ready? Up, good. Down, out, down. Nice work. Let's go all the way down and hang. Woo! Here's another way that you can release out the neck and shoulders. You're going to hang behind the knees. Good work. Grabbing on. Bring the elbows in, close to your body. Now with the hands, you're actually pressing, you can bend the knees more if you need to, you're pressing your upper body onto the top of those legs. Then pull your elbows in, close to the body, and then pull your shoulders up to the ceiling, away from your ears. So you're really using lats to pull yourself back. So you should feel tight in that neck. Right there, I'm going to shift into my heels, rotate out here, and I'm going to do 2 head lifts. 1, and drop. You're going to get a big hamstring stretch. Lift and drop. Let's curl it up. So keep holding on as you curl it 1 vertebrae at a time. Fingers are behind. I like to have the thumbs even more out to the side. Look what happens. My shoulder rotates back. I do a little tug. Then I release it. Then I might bring it out with the lats, pull it back, and roll it on up. That was a lot for that. But you know, Teresa does that a lot. And she talks through it really fast, right? And elbows in and shoulders back and lift the toes up, and everybody's like, what? So I find we just don't do it. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, it's here, and then we do it. But that elbow back, lat back really is beautiful. So I wanted to kind of detail that one for you a little bit.